All right. Check, check, check. That's me whistling, sorry. Check. What's happening? Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. All right. All right. Shout out to Boo Buku. I see you, brother. What's happening, Buku? How y'all doing? All right, everybody. What is happening? Everybody hit that like button. It is Sunday, the last Sunday in February. It is a balmy, windy day here in the city of brotherly love, as I like to call it. Actually, it's not. It's the bourbon capital of the world that I'm sitting in, and I am having as you can hear, oh yeah, a nice cold one, because that's what grown-ups do. You know, remember when we were little, you were a child, you're 15, 16, and you say, man, one day I'm going to get up, walk around my place in my underwear and do nothing but drink. I'm not doing that, but at some point in time, I will. Hell, I may do that on Wednesday. So big shout out to DJ Trump, Donald J. Trump. I did my taxes Tuesday, I believe, and and Wednesday I'm supposed to get my tax return. I'm supposed to. I don't know. Student loan people may try to go ahead and jack me. I don't know. So, but shout out to everybody that's here. It is Sunday. It is balmy. It's cool and windy. It is perfect snuggle weather. That's what I call snuggle weather. But because I can't snuggle because old girl's at work, I'm podcasting today, and I'm going to play some games, and I'm thoroughly enjoying Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the PC. Shout out to the PC community for sharing their games on the Steam machine. Just phenomenal. Shout out to everybody that helped me bring that together. You know, Jemiah Dixon, Uncompetitive, everybody that donated. I would not be doing it. You all need to understand. A brother is taking full advantage of it. And I will play today for hours, like hours. So, so right now, the TV is resting, and it'll be ready. I'll get that all plugged in, and we'll get this going. So what is it? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. This is a episode. This is the end of the console war episode, but I do have some last final console war news, but I'm going to tell you why. Okay, and that's the thing, because I don't want to just bring something and then not have a legitimate issue why. But let me say what up to the chat. So shout out to Lionel Bogan there, aka Yoshida. What's up, Fatal Mephisto? How you doing? Sam Ash, how you doing there, young man? Corey Massey, how you doing? The Iron Fist. Oh, Iron Fist, what about all our Netflix shows being canceled? Oh, no. Chili Hog, how you doing? G Junior. All right. So Roman Knight, how you doing? Hey, Vieira Tron. Hey, how you doing there, young lady? How you doing? Hopefully everything in sunny Cali is nice, or wherever you are. She's allegedly on the West Coast. But what's up? Brian V, how you doing? Ice Queen, the lovely lady, how you doing? Europe's best. Should we say England's best? How you doing there, Ice Queen? Savage Uger, how you doing there, young man? Savage Uger has brought a ton of knowledge to myself and the podcasting community. So I definitely do appreciate you there, young man. Keep up the good work. Uncle Savage, how you doing? I know babysitting is tough, but hey, at least you get to babysit and then send the child home, right? You don't have to watch the child overnight. So what is up? Is this Mass Effect? No, but I will talk about it. The Mass Effect community is starting to make some videos because of what happened with Anthem allegedly. So they're back. They're not at full strength. Let me make that clear. They are not nothing to where it used to be, but they are back. So there was some news on that front, some corp dancing because of what happened to Anthem. Chili Hall says 2013 was the death of the war. No. So you're just chilling on Sims 4 on PS4. Cool. I appreciate you. You're taking a little side break there and joining us today. Jackknife, how are you doing there, young man? Mr. Reese, how you doing? So yeah, we're gonna get into that, Mr. Reese, about and that's the one thing I wanted to bring to you all, because there was somebody yesterday on Twitter going full retard about checkerboard rendering and dynamic rendering and native rendering. So very quickly, shout out to the 25 people watching. Get the likes up, people. Come on now, y'all can do better. You can do better. So do better, guys. So appreciate it, and let me share it. That's one thing I did forget to do. Let me go ahead and share it. Come rock out as we celebrate the end of the console war. All right, I'm just gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it up now. There we go. So like and share. Go ahead and get this on out there. You all can do it. I have full faith in the community. So, and did I? Yep. Darn it. Now I have to go and find the podcast again. There we go. Let's go here. Let's see if there we go. All right, I'm back. All right, I found it. Oh yeah, I got a little shortcut on the world's most powerful PC. So El Matador, how you doing? Straight ahead there, the almighty Spartan God, straight ahead. How you doing? So here we go. All right, here we go. So, all right. Now, what are some of the differences in a checkerboard and a native and dynamic resolution? Well, there's technical ways on how they're achieving it. But anything that's checkerboarded to a number, it's a false equivalency. What they're doing is that through a checkerboard, they're cloning the pixels that are native. So it doesn't matter if your resolution is native 1440p. I'm just putting that out. That's 2K, 1440p. But they can take the 1440p and through checkerboard rendering, through temporal aliasing or TI or TAA, they can give you a pseudo, which is false, pseudo picture to fill out your 2160p screen. That's through a checkerboard, okay? That's the way it's done. If you do it natively, you don't have to use that technique at all. You just do it, okay? And if it's dynamic, you can achieve some native resolution, and you're going to, because it's dynamic, it's going to move around. It's dynamic, so you're going to get drops in resolution to help with the frames per second. That's what a dynamic resolution does. So one of the games this happened with was Witcher 3. It was 1080p on the PlayStation 4. So put that to the side. On Xbox One, it got to 900p native, but then through dynamic resolution, it got to 1080p. So what happens is that when Witcher 3 on the Xbox One is being played, I'm talking about the regular Xbox One, okay? When it's being played, it's at 900p native, okay? And that as long as you're playing and you're not doing anything stressful, it's going to be rendering at 1080p through a dynamic resolution. I hope that makes sense, even though it's a pseudo resolution. And so this is why you had somebody Xbox community say they're okay with dynamic 4K. But before, this same numbnut said that, oh no, the Xbox will be able to do native 4K, blah, blah, blah. But, and native is better. But they were okay now with it. But at the end of the day, that's what was happening with Witcher 3. And that is reality. Okay, that's our reality that we're in. Doesn't matter what somebody feels, why they're upset about it. So we'll move to why am I bringing that up? Okay, because Anthem, according to Windows Central, was supposed to be 4K native. 4K native meaning that not it's going to be 4K native some of the time, but that is 4K native, meaning that you're not going to have any resolution drops or anything like that. Well, I've got some bad news. According to both Candyland and VG Tech, this is what we're going to now. This is VG Tech. Now, let me read this out loud. Xbox One X. This is for Anthem, okay? I'm not even going to show you up here because it's not what it's about. We all know PlayStation runs this game a lot better, okay? Xbox One X uses a dynamic resolution. Let's highlight that. A dynamic resolution, okay? All right. With the lowest pixel count found being 3072 by 1728. Fake 4K. Now, why do I say it like that? Because this is what was said by the Xbox community when they were attacking the PlayStation Pro back in 2016. Remember, the Pro wasn't powerful enough. It was a mistake. Blah blah blah. Now, this is what the Pro would do. It would take a resolution and dynamically use it, and it still does that. Now, the Pro first-party games uses the checkerboard. Okay, and it says its highest pixel count is 3840 by 2160T. Now that's 4K, which means at some point during the gameplay, Anthem, you're going to get a native 4K picture. You will, but you're going to also get a low count of 1728. That's fake 4K. All right. Now Xbox One uses a dynamic resolution with the lowest pixel count found being 720p. Does that sound familiar? 720p. But it has a high pixel count of 900p. Okay? So it's using a pseudo resolution, dynamic resolution to help it with the FPS. Why? Because Microsoft decided, and this is just from somebody who just from building a PC, I understand this now. They're brute forcing into 4K. They're trying to brute force it. And it's hitting them in the frame rates. And that's just reality. What Sony was able to do was say, okay, we can get enhanced resolutions. That's what the Pro is for, enhancements. 1440p, 1600p, 1800p, and still give you stable frame rates. And we've seen what's won out. Frame rates have. To my surprise, let me make that clear. To my surprise, people want better FPS than resolution. So, and look here at the damage control. So, look at this one. They're calling the VG Tech is a retard who constantly lies. This is stuff that the Xbox community is saying. Okay, this is I didn't write this. Okay, Kurt the Rooster Gordon. So it doesn't matter. It's dynamic 4K or native 4K. It still runs at a higher resolution than the PS4 Pro. Let that sink in. Okay, again, that's from the Xbox community. Okay, I'm just keeping it 100% with you. So here's another one. VG Tech lied again. VG Tech is paid by Sony. So you see what I'm saying? So it's not the PlayStation community. It is the Xbox community. But I wanted to get that out of the way first because I am happy to report that the console war is over. It's over. The reports that surfaced this week about the stuff of Nintendo Switch getting Microsoft's games, and there's another report here from the same group of people that I'm just gonna put this up on the screen. It's the same group of people, and Microsoft allegedly looking at bringing Game Pass to PS4 too. That says rumor, and it's a rumor, and things like that. But nobody from the PlayStation community, I'm talking about executive-wise, nobody from the Xbox community, meaning the executive. Now this could change tomorrow. Could wake up tomorrow and Phil Spencer would be like, "Hey, look, we would love to put it on PlayStation, but we're not going to because Sony doesn't want it, or we would love to bring Game Pass and something to Switch, whatever they're going to bring to Switch, but we're not going to do it. Nintendo doesn't want it." Again, fair enough. That is I got no problem with that. It is a rumor, but this shook the Xbox community to its core with that news. This really shook them, and because it's something that's been said for a long time, it's something that people have talked about in the background, but they've always been able to deny it. Okay, it's no different than if somebody you're real close to dies. All right, a friend of mine's wife passed a couple weeks ago, so we all know that she's gone. But because everybody's going over to his house and we're kind of hanging out there, we're drinking, we're ordering pizza, it's like everybody's able to avoid the inevitable, what's going to be really hard, which is the funeral, the wake and the funeral. Then you get to the funeral like we all did, and you have to deal with the reality that that person in that casket is somebody that you know. And them seeing Microsoft in black and white, because it's easy for somebody on a podcast to say, yeah, you know what, I heard that Xbox is going to bring Game Pass. You ain't got no links. You ain't got no, where's your, and again, this is just a rumor, but now when people see things in black and white, in print from websites, again, so far, Gaming Boat hasn't taken this down. And this article popped up on Friday. Now, they haven't taken this down yet. So it is a rumor. So they don't really technically have to, but if they had any integrity, they'd be like, well, we're not going to report it at all. But my point is that when you see that person in the casket, you can no longer deny that what's happening. As crazy as that sounds, that's what's been happening here. That we've been able to watch it in real time. But at the end of the day, this is really hard for them to take. They could not defeat this. So now, I get to call out some names here of 4 major Xbox people that we all know about. And this is not a diss. I don't want people to say, well, he's dissing. No. This needs to be read into the record so that you all in the PlayStation community can start moving on. One of the biggest pro Xbox podcasts on the internet over the last 38 to 46 months has been BGST, Big Gamer Small Talk. So chronologically, I didn't really listen to them because everybody knew I thought they were full of BS. They were just saying shit to get sub, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All 4 of those guys at some point in the last 16 months has accepted. There's something that we go through when you're resigned. It's called being resigned to your fate. Okay. It first started with Next Gen 720. Shout out to Next Gen 720 when he left the Xbox community. Okay, all the stuff that was going on last spring and summer. With Sea of Thieves coming out, with the God of War, still arguably the most entertaining podcast I have ever seen. No, I'm not throwing shots at the podcast. I've seen it, I'm on. But if you just want 1 hour of balls to the wall funniness, that man's podcast, the day when he cropped the picture and put the pirate from the Sea of Thieves video game next to Kratos, the picture, and just said the world's most powerful console. Woo! It is so good. And that what was happening in real time was he was realizing that Xbox ain't gonna give it to you. X is not gonna give it to you like the song. So, it's just reality. So, but he was a founding member of BGST, and this is one of their founding. Now, I say that because as a founding member of BGST, he is admitting that what we all have been saying in the PlayStation community, okay, that it wasn't going to matter. I remember being on 60 frames no lag and saying to Jay Fonz and Next Gen, this is not going to go the way you think. So they all got warned. They all got warned. Okay. And then now they look, now they look like, oh, I mean, they do. But they all got warned. And shout out to Jay Fonz and shout out to Next Gen. But we move on to the 3 other members of BGST. I just heard Crap Gamer, not heard like through the grapevine. I physically heard him say during one of his podcast uploads that Xbox is no longer a priority of Microsoft. Okay, I'm going to say that again. This is for the PlayStation community so that you all can start to move on. Crap Gamer of Crap Gamer Reviews, okay, said, quote, Xbox is no longer a priority of Microsoft, end quote. Okay, so that's not a bash. I'm not bashing Crap Gamer. All right. If he can admit that, and prior to admitting that, about several months ago, he did a one-on-one with Next Gen 720. And he said during the one-on-one, quote, Microsoft he said, Xbox will never win, end quote. So if he can say that, why can't you in the PlayStation community? I really don't understand this. I mean, if you want to just absolutely grind Microsoft into the ground and their fan base into the ground, I understand that, but you're wasting precious time. I mean, I'm not here to say that a lot of the stuff these people that they said, the bullshit that they were talking, all that cash shit they were talking, they deserve everything that's coming back at them. Okay, but there's a way to do it. But do it with some swag, do it with some purpose. Let's keep going on with BGST. I physically listened for about 20 minutes to the Mooch and Crap morning show. Even Mooch has got the word. Remember, I just used resignation. He's got it in his voice. He understands what's happening. So that's 3 of the 4 members of BGST. So if Next Gen 720 says this is garbage, if Crap Gamer says Xbox ain't gonna win and Xbox isn't a priority, if Mooch is turning around saying, again, this is on this morning, you don't believe me, go listen to it. Listen to the resignation in their voices. They've accepted their fate. That's why you have resignation in your voice. You've accepted your fate. Okay? So that brings us to the final member that I always identified with BGST, which is Tim Dog, Beastfire Tim Dog. Okay? Beastfire Tim Dog, when the rumors of the Nintendo Switch getting Xbox games came out, Beastfire Tim Dog tweeted out, quote, it seems like Nintendo games, he said, quote, it seems like Xbox games going to the Nintendo Switch has been accepted with positivity, end quote. So that's 4 guys of the founding of the most biased podcast known to man. I mean, that I can remember about the Xbox accepting fate. They've accepted it. That represents the end of the console war. If you're looking for some type of symbol, when did you ever think? Did you think in 2014 when those guys were just rolling bullshit coming out of their mouths? Okay, cloud power, games. Sales don't matter. All this stuff to change the narrative. Did you ever think you would hear in them that Xbox is not a priority? Now we've known that for a while, okay? But it's like a patient accepting that they're terminally ill and they're going to pass. They've accepted it. Now they've done it, and what surprised me is the podcast I was on yesterday, Scumcast. Shout out to Scumcast and Ash and Luca. The fact that they're willing to just accept this and say, well, this is the future, this is the way things are going to go. That's what has happened this generation. Is that Microsoft has had to change everything that it's doing just to just to keep the console out. They've had to go. I mean, it is the equivalent of, which I'll say that's fine. But what my issue is, and this is what, it doesn't matter who said it, is just to it implies that because Microsoft is doing this, everybody's got to do it, which I call bullshit on that. It doesn't matter who said it. If you think everybody's got to do this, bullshit. They don't. And shout out to Red Dragon and Jay Fonz, who came on. Shout out to Jay Fonz, who came on the Scumcast and flat said Microsoft did not move enough units, therefore this puts them in a worldwide market. I'm like, yeah, that actually makes sense. That makes sense. Because when and to say, all right, and to say, because when is McDonald's gonna let you go get a Big Mac at Burger King? They're not gonna do it. They are not going to ever do it. Now, can you go to Burger King and get a double cheeseburger and tell them to put the same sauce on it? Yes, you can. You just tell them to put $1,000 dressing on it. Go to Burger King, get a hamburger and say put Thousand Island dressing on it, and that's Big Mac sauce. That's all Big Mac sauce is. But Burger King can do that. They can call it anything but a Big Mac. Matter of fact, Burger King did it. They called it the Big King because they were trying to compete with the Big Mac. Whew. Wow. Whew. Whiskey, baby. All right. Whiskey. So there's this. So I mean, again, that's not a bash on anybody. This shows an acceptance. Everybody's doing it. I mean, come on. I mean, are you kidding me? This is what has to happen. Well, for you, it does. For your console of choice, it does. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen for everybody. So, what's up, Sick? Sick taking an Anthem break. So, it's just, but this represents the end of the console war. I mean, it's like I was saying this morning to Lincoln Clay. Shout out to Lincoln Clay. Go check out the Welcome to Wakanda podcast we did this morning. Imagine Walmart putting stuff you can only buy at Walmart at Costco. Who's their competitor? It's Walmart's biggest competitor. Okay? Costco. Imagine them putting stuff you can only buy at Walmart at Costco. And then saying that's what's consumer friendly. Just to put all your shit somewhere else. I mean, that's to them, they say that's consumer friendly. No, that means you're having to put stuff somewhere else because you're not selling Like, and to say, and so now the new narrative, and here's the new narrative, and you all do just shrug your shoulders and roll your eyes. Okay, seriously, just shrug your shoulders and say, you know, you can call bullshit if you want to. The new narrative is, well, Sony's going to be the ones left out in the cold because we're doing this and we're over here doing this. You know, that's their new narrative. And look, I'm excited for the announcement of the Google Cloud device, that Project Yeti. I'm excited for that. That gets announced next month or something like that. I'm excited to see what Microsoft does with their cloud-based technology. But a lot of people got piss poor internet, and streaming may not be the way for them to go. So, you know, it doesn't mean it won't work. It just means that it's just going to be different. But when you have developers coming out, like the people who are making Halo Infinite, they literally came out and said that the PC version of the game is going to be the balls to the wall version. Okay, hey, the PC is going to be that. So Sam Ashley is not a fraud. Knock it off. She's not a fraud. So miss me with that shit. So at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, this is about them. It's like, I don't, have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers? I mean, this is like what it's like. I mean, it's like these people start turning into pod people, and they sit there, they're going around saying, oh, this isn't so bad. And meanwhile, they're walking around there like a bush that somebody can just set on fire. Like, I can use you for my grill. I don't need no charcoal, but I can just use your salty ass as a bush. I mean, that's what it's like. You know, it's ridiculous. It's just, you know, and all the stuff that's been said to them. Oh my God, all the stuff, all this shit they've been talking. It's like that they just act like they didn't say nothing. Well, I didn't say that. That was such and such. I didn't say that. That was, these people are snitching and rolling over more than that. Tekashi 6ix9ine. They're just rolling over on people at this point. I didn't say that. He said that. He said that. You know, you know, and it's really sad, but it does represent the end of the console war. Why do I tell you that? Because I can confirm that the new Xbox and the new PlayStation are going to be extremely close in specs, to the point where it's not going to matter with the multi-plat games at all. You will not ever, and that doesn't mean you won't still have games that are dynamic and checkerboard and stuff like that, and you will still have games running 30 FPS because that's the way it's going to work. At the end of the day, these multi-plat games are all going to be pretty much on the same level. Okay? They just are. So it doesn't matter if Madden is running 60 FPS on the Xbox X and it's unlocked on the PlayStation. And it's running at anywhere from 53 to 67. Because once you get to 60, your eye, I mean, it's weird anyway. I mean, I'm playing Mass Effect 1. Here's my Mass Effect reference. I'm playing Mass Effect 1 at 60 frames per second in a lot of cases. It'll go to 60. And that's weird. I mean, I'm talking about Mass Effect 1. Now, it may feel a little bit more kosher with Mass Effect 2. Let me keep that 150%. So, but I'm trying to give you all reference material so you can move on. You know, I mean, the Xbox community, they've been beaten into submission. They just want to be left alone. I mean, I'm sure, you know, if you followed my thread yesterday, what's that dude, Dirk Griggity or Diggity, whatever his name is, said, yeah, they got nothing left. What did he put down? We got no more bullets in the gun. Just leave us alone. The key is leave us alone. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Speaking of it being what it is, this Jack Daniel's Sour Mesh is the way to go, buddy. I'm talking about the green label. Smooth as a prom queen's thigh. And not as risky. So So what now? Let's move to the final thing. What is this going to do to affect the channels that just do nothing but console war bullshit? Either they're going to have to add more stuff, which is going to test how good a podcaster they are. They're going to have to, or they're going to have to shut it down because there's going to be no differences next generation to really talk about. And I'm serious about that, guys. I'm not saying that to be funny. There's going to be very little to no differences next generation. I mean, to the point right now where even the people in the Xbox community is talking about that. And I'm just telling you right now, there ain't a hell of a lot of difference between 10.8 T-flops and 12. There's just, I'm telling you, as somebody who's built the PC. And if somebody thinks there is, I call bullshit. And if you think there is, and if you're in the PlayStation community and you can't let this thing go at this point, you got hoe in you. That's all I'm saying that too. Okay, I'm saying that too. So you have some games on the Xbox console that run a little bit better? Yes, you will. That look a little bit better? Yes, you will. It's gonna be the same on. It's like that now. It's like that now. I mean, how many of these multi-plat games are performing better on the PlayStation? A lot of them. A lot of them, especially this year. Okay, you have some that look and run better. Ace Combat 7, ladies and gentlemen. But of course you get the excuse. Well, well, that's been on PlayStation most of the time, so of course it's optimized better. Well, you got the world's most powerful console. Woo! According to you all, that shouldn't matter. And this is why I'm telling you all that even at 6 T-flops, there are no differences in most of these games. Now, I'm not here to say there aren't some differences, because there are, okay? Anthem does look better on the Xbox X. Why does it look better? Because it's got friggin' fake 4K. It don't even have HDR. These cats are running around playing a game with no HDR. And as I said before, my PC does not process games with no HDR, except for Crackdown 3. I got an error code. And I had to apologize to my PC for putting Crackdown 3 on my PC. I mean, Crackdown 3 just stopped. It just stopped. And my error code said, WTF, you playing. That was the error code. WTF, you playing. So, at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, it's over and done with. Their channels are going to have to change. I'm telling you right now, you got people with channels that are not going to have them anymore. They're not going to have them. You're going to have the Xbox community. They're going to have to start doing what? Covering the Switch news. You know how humiliating that's going to be for them? That's humiliating. That is the equivalent of a man seeing a naked woman and her saying, come on, let's go. And you got to go to the bathroom and take a pill. That's what we're dealing with here. So this is the end. This is the end, like the Boys and Men said. The end of the road that I can't let go. It's so natural. That's where we're at. We're at the end of the road. The light at the end of the tunnel was the PlayStation, and it ran them over. Okay? They kept going to the door. Somebody kept knocking on their door at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and these idiots would go to the door, and they opened up the door, and somebody was there from the Sony side, and they kicked them in their balls. And they did it for 4.5 years. So finally, the Xbox community said, we're no longer going to answer the door. We're done answering the door. So you all don't have to knock on the door. Okay? Like that song. It's like it's like they were singing that song. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor. Open the door and let them in. They're not opening the door no more. Okay? It's over. It's done. So it is what it is. So, and I'm telling you right now, if you're in the PlayStation community and you can't let this go, you got a hole in you. BGST has admitted it's over. Ask yourselves a basic question. When did you ever think, because I'll speak for myself, I never thought that was going to happen. Never. But those FNs then decided it's over. Okay, they now understand that they are not a priority for Microsoft. They are the side chick. So if they're going to accept being the side chick, let them do it. Even Muscle Bound Gamer, and I'm saying that with kind of a side eye, has said he's done with them. Okay, he said he's done with them. Jay Fonz yesterday said he ain't even gonna buy an Xbox. They got to show me some games first. So I mean, again, it's over. So now what are these cats gonna do on their podcast? Because they ain't got no more console war to talk about. I mean, like I said, this week, this whole week is going to be nothing but a week of celebration. Like if you're in the PlayStation community, just go start celebrating. Make those memes, what are those things called? GIFs and memes of the party and victory and whatever you got to do. You know, just whatever you got to do. So I know I had to go ahead and take a swig. So well, it doesn't matter if he's a fraud. If he's a fraud, let him be a fraud. You don't have to worry about it no more. You don't have to worry about such and such being a fraud. You don't have to worry about what such and such said a few years ago because nothing matters. All that matters is the next play, which is them putting games everywhere, which again, let me see if I can just pull that announcement on up here. I mean, I'm not going to play the announcement. I don't want to get a, what's that thing called, a strike. Let's see here. Go there. Let's go to YouTube. I'm just going to type in the Xbox announces X. Wow. Let's see. Okay, let me go to YouTube. Let's pull this on up. So Xbox announces X Cloud. So I'm just going to
building a game streaming network to unlock console quality gaming on any device.
Console level streaming on any device. Now I'm going to play that again. Let's play that again.
Quality gaming network are building a game streaming network to unlock console quality gaming on any device.
Cheers. That was the end. Any device. He didn't say Xbox devices, did he?
There's 2 billion gamers in the world. Some of them have a PC, some of them have a console, some of them have a smartphone.
Some of them have a console. He didn't say which console, did he?
Some of them have all three.
What if everybody in the world could play Halo? What if everybody in the world could play Red Dead Redemption? Everybody in the world could play the games. What would we have to do in order to make that possible?
In order to do that, we believe we need to build a game streaming service.
We see game streaming as a great technology, giving you access to the games that you want to play on the device that you want to play them on.
Aha! Giving you access to play the games you want to play on the device you want to play them on. What if you want to play them on a PlayStation?
Being able to compute in the cloud and then stream to whatever device I'm on, allow me to play with anybody. That's powerful.
Yeah, there's your power. Allow me to play with anybody on the device that I'm on.
When you think about any other form of media, the idea that it's locked to one device is just totally absent. I want to be the center of my world.
Locked to any device is foreign to them. And so this is there. We're there, folks. Now say it with me. You know what's coming next. The famous quote from Thanos, the quote that still has sick humor trying to understand how Hulk lost to Thanos. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see here.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same.
Right.
Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Destiny still arrives. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. In time, you will know what it is to lose. To feel so desperate that you're right, you will know and fail all the same. Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives. So it's over. And if you all can't see that, if you can't see it, you should now. And if you don't accept it, you got hoe in you. I don't know what else to say. I mean, and that's for the PlayStation people. I mean, this is a defeated community. Okay? It is 73-0, and you all got the ball at the goal line. Just take a knee. It's okay. Have mercy. Or as Next Gen said to Crap Gamer, the fight is over, John. Come home, Rambo. Come home. So it is what it is, guys. I mean, we got to move on from it. It's okay. I'm here saying to go out and celebrate and go have fun. I mean, I mean, if you want to grind them into the ground, be my guest. I mean, it's just I'm not going to stop anybody, but I never thought when Microsoft came out on stage in 2013 that they ever said they were going to be putting games on competitors' devices. But they think that's okay. For some reason, that's fine. I mean, I'm convinced that these guys would go ahead and say, well, you know what? You know, my wife, you know, just had sex with another man, but she says she loves me, so I'm just going to stay there. I mean, that's what these cats would do. They're going to equate. They're going to make sure everything is okay because they don't want the Xbox to go away. They just do not want the Xbox to go away. That's why they're bringing up. So if you want to know why do they keep bringing up how much money Microsoft is making off of Xbox, that's why. Because if you're making money, you're more than likely not going to get rid of the said product. So it's always going to be about, at this point from now on, it's going to be about the money Microsoft makes. It doesn't matter that they don't even got stock. I mean, at least I got stock in Microsoft, so I want to see Microsoft do well because they're making me money. You know, I mean, the more scared money don't make money. So I understand them talking about it in a sense that, but can you really try to sit down and talk to those guys about the stock futures of Microsoft and how the performance is going to be over the next 30 to 65 days with those guys? No, those guys have got a fart to chew. I mean, so it's just the way they are. But at the end of the day, they're losers. You know, they are on the losing team. You know, so if they think, like I said, if they think, I'm tripping off of that shit. You know, what's consumer friendly? What's consumer friendly is just making a device and putting all the games on it. What's consumer friendly is going to one store and being able to get everything. What's consumer friendly is just giving shit away for free. Free shit. How come I can't go and get a pair of Nike? Well, I would get a pair of Nikes after what happened to that kid's foot in the Duke Carolina game. But the shoes should be free. That's consumer friendly. The food should be free. That's consumer friendly. Hey, you got people starving out there. How come we got to pay for our food? Food should be free. That's consumer friendly. But that's never going to happen because you're in a competitive marketplace and they're not competing anymore. The end is near. The end is here. It's here. So, any comments, questions, anything about that? Now I'm going back through the chat. Sony is Captain Marvel. Yeah, it very well could be. I mean, it could be. So, Savage, you can say, I want to play Xbox games on Xbox, or I'm not going to waste money to buy something I don't need. Facts. Who does that? I mean, if you buy something you don't need, you need to send me the money. Instead of you buying something and saying, I don't need this, go ahead and hit my PayPal up and put it in there, ladies and gentlemen. I will gladly go spend it on something that I need. So, All Day is Good says buy a PC. Shout out to All Day is Good. Oh yeah, just do that. Just go ahead and do that. I mean, me and Lincoln Clay are going to start a PC show for noobs, for anybody who wants to look at gaming on PC and putting one together and stuff like that. So, you know, and we're going to try to, and I'm going to budget it on a $650 budget because I'm guessing that the next consoles are going to be 500 and I don't know, $500 to $600. So I'm basing it everything on $650. So yeah, he is an X-tard, but it is what it is. So Jez Gordon says the Anaconda will wipe the floor. Jez Gordon also said that the Anthem was going to be native 4K, and it ain't. So just, it is what it is. You gotta. That's what I'm saying, Andre Wilkins. Sometimes you just gotta throw the baby out with the bathwater. Jez Gordon just writes so much he has to block people on Twitter. That's how right he is. So I mean, it just is what it is. So yeah, some might have to cover Switch. Yeah, Switch and PS. Good point, Gaming Native. They bring games on the PlayStation. That's true. So. Said Craig was right, Michael. Yeah, they're going to put their game. You just heard what Microsoft was going to do. So anybody who tells you they're not going to put games on other systems, they're the ones that are wrong. What I played, besides Thanos, what I played is from the Microsoft press conference when they announced xCloud. So when you hear people say, well, that's not what Microsoft's going to do, Negro, that's what Microsoft said they're going to do. So why don't we wait for them to do it? Then you can say they didn't do it. But for you to turn around for anybody to tell you that's crazy. So VG Tech just uploaded a new video, Anthem PS4 and Pro. Yeah, I figured he would. So it is what it is. So no, I'm not being messy. So I'm not being messy. So yeah, everybody needs to walk strong with that W, man. You back the right horse. I live in the horse capital of the country. You think when the Derby goes down that the horse that wins, that the trainers aren't happy, and they're looking at those other horses like, yeah, cool that y'all are here, but y'all lost. Kick rocks. So. Yeah, sick humor's right. Well, we got called toxic fanboys despite us trying to tell them. Yeah, I mean, look, sick. They talked a lot of cash shit, okay? And now it's coming back at them, and they don't like it. Let me make that clear. They don't like it. They just want to be left alone. So before it gets turned into cyberbullying, which is what I think, because these dudes are moist, okay? These dudes are moist. They like everything moist. Their pancakes are wet. The batter is runny because it's watery. They're moist, okay? Their wives and girlfriends probably have sex with them, not the other way around. They're moist. So of course they're gonna say, you are toxic. They're like those man babies complaining about Captain Marvel. Okay? I mean, I'm serious, man. I mean, you got a bunch of man babies. Let's go to one. Let's go to a man baby channel. $3 because he just uploaded some stuff. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. So let me okay, this is a man baby channel. Captain Marvel won't end the MCU, but it could derail it. So see, because they've been wrong about Captain Marvel the whole time, I'm gonna show you what a man baby looks like. I'm not gonna play it. Oh my goodness gracious. He's got commercials on here. Okay, that's a man baby. Okay, that's a man baby. So, but now all of a sudden it's turned into, well, it won't end Captain Marvel, but it's going to derail it because see, that's what they want. Now, even though, look at this man baby, another one. See, even though, pause it, even though J.J. Abrams has come out and said that what happened with The Last Jedi, with the backlash, it didn't affect him, even though he has said it publicly, he's saying, no, of course it did. That's a man baby. And that's what the Xbox people are, man. I'm telling you, they turn into a bunch of man babies. So, because again, they use their device as a social media hub. Okay, I don't use my PlayStation as a social media hub. I don't even know what my PSN thing is. I can't remember what it is because I'm not hardly checking on it. You know, Alita Battle Angel was a solid 7. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't think it was a 7. I thought it was garbage. But how much did I pay for the PC? I mean, to be honest with you, I had a GPU donated to me, so and then I had a couple people chip in on the memory stick and the motherboard. So I bought the case, I bought the CPU. What else is in here? Let me look. I bought the case and I bought the CPU. I bought the case and the CPU. I guess that's all that's in there, right? The CPU, a GPU, a motherboard. So that's it. But like I said, we're going to do one at $650, and this is for people. And again, the first thing you have to do when you do one is you need to decide what you want to play at. So it's $650. You're going to be playing everything at 1440p, which is 2K in high to ultra graphical settings at 60, close to 60 or over 60 FPS. That's perfect. That's exactly where you want to be right now. So, Hente Master. Hey, Hente. Not Kunta Kinte, but Hente. So, 7th level predicted this. I didn't know that. Well, shout out to 7th then. Shout out to 7th. So, well, go ahead and build one. I tell you right now, though, the CPUs are cheap. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm looking at getting another CPU. I'm thinking about getting that Ryzen 2600 CPU because it's considered the better buy between the 2700X and the 26. 26 considered a better buy. So think even though the 2700s that clocked at 4.3, it's not. It doesn't do some other. I think the 2600 has more cores. I don't know. I can't remember. I got to look it up again. So, you know. So, but nah. So Alita Battle Angel went to China, and there's a movie in China. I think it's called the something Earth, the floating Earth, or something like that. It is like making bank. It made $500 million in like 3 weeks. And Netflix went and paid cash for that IP. Yet you got people saying Netflix ain't got no money. Yet the biggest movie in the world and they paid cash for it. It wasn't no. Oh, look, yeah, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday. They paid cash. So, so don't let. So if anybody says to you Netflix is broke, you say nope. They paid cash for the highest grossing movie in the world right now. So, but I think they want to be the people in the Xbox community. They want to be able to say that Microsoft is leading something. So this is the future. Microsoft is there. Sony's not there. Pretty sure they walked out on stage with Milo and the Kinect, and they said, "Here's the future of gaming." Look how that turned out. So again, I hope that the streaming thing works. Okay, let's just keep it 100%. But we know what happened with Milo. So OBJ the Don, what's happening, brother? So Iron Man 3 was a meh movie, but that didn't derail the MCU. Well, yeah, I just wanted to show that to you guys because those are the man babies, okay? I just wanted to, because remember I talked about the man babies the other day? I wanted to show you what a man baby looked like, okay? So, I mean, this so you know. But when you hear people talking about the man babies, that's who they're talking about. Guys like that. They want movies. They want Disney's intellectual properties. They don't care about the animation. They want the movie properties to fail because they're mad at Disney's. They think Disney has politicized everything, even though they're the ones doing it. I'm talking about the SJW crowd. They're saying they're like Sick Humor said. They're using the exact same tactics that they say are being used against them. But so they're trying to sabotage. They're saying that the early reviews of Captain Marvel, like they said, I was shill media. Literally. Say that shit to my face, you man baby. They said everybody who went and saw Captain Marvel and had the media embargo lifted off, the social media embargo lifted, they said that we were shill media. They're the shill media. They're the ones down in their mama's basement trying to figure out what a titty looks like. I mean, I'm the one that goes to the movies and I smell like a titty. They don't even know what a titty looks like. Yet we're shill media. So here's what they're going to say. I'm going to tell you what they're going to say. When Captain Marvel comes out and makes its money, they're going to say, oh, those are just the hardcore fans. Let's see what happens next week. Because they're man babies. Okay, so it is what it is. So, it is what it is. So if you want 60 FPS and stay on consoles, PC for 90 plus, well, there's other stuff that a PC does. Excuse me. So, but this is to get you all into the game. So this is just to get you into the game. That's all. If you got 650, I'm talking about people that got, that have, if you got a limited budget and you still want to game on PC, 650 is kind of where you want to be. That's starting with the case. Will get you the case, the GPU, the CPU, the memory sticks, and it won't have the RGB lighting. It won't have none of that in there. Maybe depending on what's on sale. And what we're going to try to do, what my plan is to make sure that you guys have links to places that I use that are reputable places that you don't, because a lot of stuff you're going to have to do if you build it, it's going to have to be done online, which I hate because I don't like money going out. I don't have nothing there, but Amazon is really good. I don't care for Amazon stuff, politics, but Amazon is really good at get you ordering stuff today. You all know you get it the next day. You all know that. So, the critics can suck it. They don't know anything about the original material. They only see it good when it hits them in the face. Well, yes and no. A lot of the people that were in there are comic book fans. That's how we got early screening. So I know Captain Marvel's source material. Are you talking about Alita Battle Angel? If you're talking about Alita Battle Angel, I agree with that. But you're talking about Captain Marvel? No, I mean, that's not right. Are you talking about Alita? Okay, that's cool. So, I'm just trying to go through the question. Nobody's asking any questions. Yeah, Anthem's got fake HDR, and these people are running around playing it. Gonna play a game with fake HDR. So, damn, somebody's called The Spook Who Sat by the Door. That's actually a book, a good book. Let's see here. Sony will drop some release date at this year's E3. Sony is not at E3 this year. Twisted said Milo will never be forgotten. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's fine. They're sabotaging reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. They're not, technically they're not, because the reviews aren't available yet. So what they're trying to sabotage is the going or not going, which doesn't matter. Look, I worked in a movie house for 3 years. That doesn't matter. What does matter are the gates. The gates for the movie, meaning how much money the movie's going to make. It's projected to make over $106 million opening weekend. So, did you see that tweet by Lockdown 3? No, I have not. So, am I going to write the gospel? I might. So I might, I don't know. Well, Sony right now has said they are going to follow the traditional gaming market, which means physical media. That's what it means. So when you hear people say, well, Sony's going to be doing this, no, they don't. I mean, it's just like, but again, they want to be able to say, look, Microsoft doing something first makes Microsoft relevant. Savvy? Okay? That's what this is all about, is them being relevant. So they're going to find ways to try to stay relevant. And again, look, I want streaming to be successful. I have said that on 60 Frames No Lag. I've said that on PlayStation Podcast. I have said that on RGT Podcast. I said it yesterday on Scumcast, okay? I'm the one rooting for streaming, okay? With that said, however, it's got some issues. So let's see if Google and Microsoft, who got some of the smartest kids in the world working there, let's see if they've solved the problem. Let's see what they do about data caps. Let's see what they do. Okay? I mean, I'm not here to say that they don't have a plan. I just want to see what it is. I'm not going to throw something out before it even hits, but it's an awful big risk. It's like when Grand Moff Tarkin told, when Vader told Grand Moff Tarkin to let the Millennium Falcon escape. What did he say to Vader? He said, I'm taking an awful big risk, Vader. This had better work. And again, Microsoft's taking a big risk. Let's give them credit. Now let's wait to see how it turns out. I mean, that's all we can do, because we're the winners of this generation. We can just kick back, drink a sweet tea or some lemonade, or in my case, a Lynchburg lemonade, because I like my whiskey. And I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the generation. I'm good. I mean, we got MLB The Show coming out in a few more weeks. I'm going to go take somebody deep over that right field wall. I'm talking about I'm going deep over the right field wall. And then I'm going to also play that zombie game that's coming out. So I'm good. I can sit down here and play some, I can play Forza. I can play Halo Wars. I can do that. I'm good. I'm happy. I mean, it is what it is. I can play Horizon Zero Dawn. I can play Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I can play all that. I'm good. So, all right, JP Local. Yeah, I know it's early in the morning down there. So, what's up, Lincoln Clay? What's up? But if there's any questions, let me know. I'm about to get on off here and fire it up. So I need to name the book Dread It, Run From It. So between last gen, Sony and Nintendo would never charge for online gaming. Yeah. I mean, that's something that changed. So, and that's what they were trying to say yesterday. Hey, well, they started doing it and they had to change. It's like, yeah, but Microsoft had to start giving games away for free, didn't they? Because that's what Sony did. It is what it is. Well, it's not. No. Now, Sam Ash, it's not a bunch of YouTubers. There's some man babies, okay? There's some man babies in their field. It's not everybody. Look, it's not the guys that I know. We're gonna go see Captain Marvel. Okay, we're gonna be there opening night. Not opening night. I'm going Friday night. Opening night, I don't get off till 7:30, and I'm not gonna leave work and then run down to the movie theater. I'll just go the next day. I'm going in the evening. I'm ready to roll. I'm gonna get me some quesadilla, and I'm gonna get me some Chipotle sliders and some barbecue sauce, and I am happy. I mean, I'm good, So, you don't do multiplayer. I think it's okay to do multiplayer. It's so much better on a PC because multi-plat games were born on PC. They will die there. Okay? To me, if you're going to go get a steak, go to the place that gives you the best steak. So, and I know that Anthem on Pro is using checkerboard rendering and dynamic resolution, and its max resolution is 30. Well, that's fine. Yeah. That's yeah. I said that earlier to Mighty Spartan God. That I think VG Tech reported that. I know he reported the checkerboard. So yeah, and that's exactly what the Pro was designed to do. Checkerboarded rendering and dynamic resolution. I think it uses it does a checkerboard on Metro, doesn't it, as well? Yeah, I mean, again, we're not the ones with the issue here. I mean, we good, okay? It's the PlayStation, it's the Xbox community. I mean, they're the ones yelling fake 4K, so they're both using fake 4K. What are they going to say? My fake 4K better than your fake 4K? I mean, how desperate is that? You know what I'm saying? So, Savage User going to see Captain Marvel. Based on your, I can simply tell you that you're in for a very big surprise. I'm gonna leave it there. You do know Marvel, Savage. You do know that Marvel uses deceptive marketing. That's all I can. If you don't know that, Marvel uses deceptive marketing. They did it for Captain Marvel. So, but I understand what you're saying. Let me make that clear. So. VR Sports has proved Madden can be done in VR. Oh, that would be something else. I would love that. So I think Lincoln Clay is going to turn into a VR machine. Like that movie Lucy. Did you all ever see that with Scarlett Johansson? At the end of it, she turned into a computer chip. So she turned into a computer chip. So that Lincoln Clay is going to turn into a VR. So because Mr. Fury, they did, and Lincoln and Savage, he may not know that. Yeah, they use a lot of deceptive marketing in Infinity War, so that's why people have been over. Look, you got to understand when Infinity War came out, there's still people making videos about Infinity War. Okay, it's because that's how badly people took it. And what Thanos did to the Avengers. Nobody expected for him to do what he did. So, I thought he would get the gauntlet, but when Thor hit him with that hammer, I thought that would stop him. But he was like, yeah, whatever. Told him you should have went for my head. So, but yeah, you have to see. Oh yeah, that would be fun, Lincoln. Especially if we could just do like a batter cage in VR. Even if it was just batter cage stuff, like the home run derby, that would be great in VR. You knew he would crush the Avengers. Yeah, and it's how he did it. It's because the Avengers were all separated. They were never together. you got to remember, after Civil War, Captain America Civil War, the Avengers are spread out all over the world. They're on the run. So, man babies are crying about Brie Larson, but didn't protest all Wonder Woman screen. Well, I can tell you this right now. In the Black Manosphere, Wonder Woman screenings did come up. Now, it wasn't to the protest level, you're right. But in the Black Manosphere, we discussed that. Because again, let's keep it 100% then. A bunch of black folks rented out theaters to go see Black Panther, right? So the same thing happened, and guess what? Nobody, and the women didn't complain about it. So I gotta, that's kind of like, okay, they did it, we did it too. So, but you're right. That's a good observation. You are right about Wonder Woman. But yeah. So yeah, I thought Wonder Woman, one of the best origins. That I didn't like the third act. Here's what I did like. She fought the god of war, who is Ares. It ain't Kratos. I don't know where they're getting this. I don't know why they call Kratos the god of war. Don't get me wrong, he's a badass, but he ain't no Ares. And then people try to lie and say, well, he killed Ares. Like, how are you gonna kill that guy? That guy invented the war tactics. That's like saying that friggin' I can go out there and just beat up Bruce Lee, the master. Oh, no, it ain't happening. So imagine if there were all men screening to Avengers. I mean, again, I don't see why that's not possible. You may have a media screening, and that's all that's there is a bunch of guys. So, yeah, no man, yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you, DC. The two best comic book scenes I've seen in DC was the No Man Land scene, which Warner Brothers wanted to cut out in Wonder Woman, and I don't know if y'all remember Batman Begins when he was fighting those people on the dock. That's going back a few years, I know. But watch Batman Begins when he fights those people on the dock. Just the horror when that Franconi dude, whatever his name was, when he came around the corner and he saw what Batman was doing to them, just the sheer look of shock and disbelief. It was great. I mean, that's one of the hardest things to do because they'll tell you, you got to look shocked. You got to look disbelief. Yeah, this guy did it well. So one of my favorite scenes as well. So Ares looked like Thornberry dude. I do not know. I don't know. It's just fiction. Yeah, I know. But we're just talking about movie scenes. Yeah. But the No Man's Land scene is a great scene for the simple fact that the scene itself is powerful, but it's what she said. When that guy said, Diana, we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to go out there. And she said, I know you're not supposed to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do. And she said it with such conviction that they were like, yeah, we got to go help. So it's a good movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen Wonder Woman, go check that out. That's a good movie. So you want to see Captain Marvel, you hope it's good. I'm glad you're going to go see it. I hope you enjoy it. So, I mean, the man babies have got to get ready. That DC is going to do a Birds of Prey movie. And that's got Harley Quinn in it. I think, is it Black Cat? Not Black Cat. Catwoman, I think, maybe in it. It's going to be an all-girls movie written by a woman. Margot Robbie's writing the script. So Kratos is in a different dimension from Wonder Woman. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. You're right. But my whole point is that Kratos ain't the god of war. Okay, that belongs to Ares. Kratos is his own man. So he's his own man. So, but if there are any more, I can say and talk movies all day. But if there are no more questions about the end of this console war, then we'll go ahead and I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a day. Guys, the console war is over. I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to do at this point. You're gonna have to find some kind of new entertainment because there's nothing more to talk about at this point. Microsoft ended the console war by stripping the Xbox community of exclusives. So Jussie Smollett's sister is playing Black Canary. Really? Didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know that. So, all right, the Man Baby's going to complain because Black Canary in the comic books is white. And I'm assuming Jussie Smollett's sister is black. So, so where are the Man Babies? I mean, you see what I'm saying? But they got to come out. The Man Baby got to be consistent. Like a baby consistently wets and poops his pants, the Man Baby's got to be consistent. That's all I can say. There you go, Stardust. White flag. Xbox. Yeah. Do you think that Sony Studios would just be outdoing each other now? We have to wait and see. I do think Obsidian and Ninja Theory, if given the proper tools, they can create some phenomenal games. Okay. I didn't like Fallout New Vegas, but people love that game. Knights of the Old Republic 2, I think, was by Obsidian. So they got a track record. They can make some good games. So Ninja Theory, it's got a decent track record. They can make some good games. Have to wait and see what they got to do. So light-skinned black woman. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. This is a black woman. That's cool. Ninja Theory needs to do Enslaved Part 2. That may be what they're doing. We'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, in order to really make a really good game, it takes about 3 years. So that's just, it takes about 3 years. Because all the Forza games, they're just cut paste. And they're still good games. But they're just cut and paste games. So Xbox has had no excuse. Yeah, Andrew, I agree. Microsoft stripped them of that in 2015. You're right. So, and that's why I always say that the console war ended in 2015 when Crap Gamer canceled his Quantum Break game. Remember, he did that. He was doing it because Microsoft's Xbox was being stripped of its identity. That's why he canceled Quantum Break. So it is what it is. So was he right to cancel it? I don't know. But why he canceled it? The reason he canceled it was because he was mad that Microsoft was taking away the reasons to have the Xbox. I mean, you can't deny that. So I can't. I mean, I won't deny that. So. Yeah, Andrew, the people they're taking L's. I mean, it's over with though. Yes, D-Batch is taking nothing but L's. K-Mega, nothing but L's. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's over with now. Okay, it's over. So yes, they took L's. I'm not here to say that you're wrong. They took L's, but it's over with now. Like the song, it must have been love. But it's over now. It's over. I mean, I can just simply put it like this. The last person sitting at the table is going to get stuck with the check. Do you want to be the Negro getting stuck with the check? I know this one ain't. I don't want to be that person. So if you want to be that man, be that man. You want to be that woman, be that woman. My ass is leaving. So, I mean, I'm out the door. Okay, I gotta go smell like a titty, and you can go pay the bill. But with that said, I am just gonna get on up out of here. And one named Shadow said it ended in 13. Okay, it's over with though. It's over with. So, but at the end of the day, it's over with. Right. You still play Quantum Break on Xbox? Yeah, Quantum Break's a good game. I had fun with it. So I ruined it though, according to Halo Storm. The reason why you all didn't play the game is because of me, for crying out loud. So, but all right then, guys, I'm going to get on off here. Go and play your games and don't play corporations. Take it easy, guys. Peace.